Today I want to answer a question that was asked about a month ago. I did take my time to answer the question because I wanted to talk about other things, but I think it's a valid question, so I am going to answer. And this question is a follow-up to the video that I made about being white in Africa and black in Europe. The person who asked that question was involved in the other conversations. So yes, let me get to the question first. Let's say there's a magazine cover and the company in charge of that magazine cover says that this cover will be representing black women and black beauty. My question is, do you think it would be fair to black women to have Alicia Keys on that magazine cover instead of Lupita Nyong'o? Okay, so I think it's a fair question. To the person that's asking this question, it seems like this question is related to mixed race identity, whether or not a mixed race person should identify as black. To me, this question is not that straightforward. It's a question of whether or not beauty standards are fair, which they never have been and never will be. But my initial answer to this question was this: where is the company based? Who's the magazine's audience? All things being equal, can the magazine not have Lupita on one of its covers and Alicia on another? The industry has never been fair. However, identity and unfair beauty standards are two different conversations, I think. So that was my initial answer, which wasn't really an answer, but I just thought it was appropriate at that point. Okay, so the person goes again, but you didn't answer my question. I asked a simple question. Is it fair to use Alicia Keys and Afro Euro to represent what black women look like instead of using Lupita Nyong'o, a black woman? That's literally all I'm asking. So the person wants me to give an answer like right here, right now, yes or no, is it fair, is it not fair? So I said, I don't have enough information to answer your question. Such answers should be given on a case-by-case basis. I see no reason why both women can't be represented in that category, whether it be together or on different occasions. Then another person joined the conversation to say, it does not matter where a magazine is based. A common courtesy should be extended to all races, and that is, if a black person is required as a model, then a bona fide African person should be used. And then the same person that joined the conversation later on comes back to say, what? Why don't you answer the question? With like rolling eye emoji or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so it may look like I did not want to answer the question, but that's not it. I just want more information. But anyway, I don't have that information, so I'm just going to give you a few answers or few options to choose from. My answer will depend on different factors. First of all, where is the magazine based? As I had mentioned before, black is a relative term. In America, mixed race people are considered black. Okay, so naturally, if it's an African American magazine, you will see the likes of Alicia Keys on the cover. Is it right? Is it wrong? I wouldn't say that it's wrong. I would say that yes, this enlarges the category of black beauty, but as long as women like Alicia Keys and women like Lupita Nyong'o get fair representation in that same category, this is not wrong. So that is where the focus should be. I mean, let's make sure that all these women get fair representation, whether it be in the same category or in different categories. We are talking about a magazine like Ebony, for instance, right? Or a magazine that focuses on entertainment and black culture and news, etc. If amidst that target audience you find black women as well as women of mixed heritage, then the magazine should cater to their sensitivity. The magazine cannot exclude one side of their readership that is generally understood as part of the black community in that specific country. You cannot exclude these women. You just need to be careful to give the same representation, fair representation, to both types of beauty, or all types of beauty that belong to that same category. You know, so that's why I was asking where is the magazine based? who is the magazine's target audience? If the magazine in question is based in Kenya, where black means something totally different, to be fair, like a lot of the times when I speak to Africans, they don't see themselves as black. They see themselves as people, because everyone is that color there. Like most of the people are that, that's the majority. So again, black is a relative term. It means different things in different places. But then again, if that magazine is based in Kenya, the magazine is targeting, the women in Kenya, I would expect those women on those covers to look more like Kenyan women, more like Lupita Nyong'o, not like Alicia Keys. Location, target audience have got to be considered. Okay, let's take another example. Let's say that the magazine in question is not a magazine that focuses on culture and entertainment, but it's National Geographic. Obviously, the aim of that magazine is very different. If I remember well, their vision, their goal was to increase and diffuse geographical knowledge. So now we're talking geography. Once again, black and African are not synonyms. You cannot use these terms interchangeably, as far as I'm concerned. Not in this context. So what type of magazine are we talking about? Are we talking about a magazine like National Geographic? Are we talking about a magazine like Ebony? National Geographic, Ebony. Which one? Because that's it does make a difference. That's why I was not able to answer your question and I needed more information. Not everything is black or white. No pun intended. Okay, it's intended. Yeah, you have to define what type of magazine that is. Who are the women in their target audience? Where is the magazine based? I'm a writer and I used to write for a UK-based magazine called Black Heritage Today. It celebrated the trailblazers, the accomplishments of the black people around the world. So I know a little bit about how magazines operate, what goes into creating one, and they don't exist in isolation. No magazine exists in isolation. So maybe give me a specific case study. Let's just talk about that, because you're very generic in your question and I can't give you a specific answer because of that. This is my answer. I'm not sure whether it's satisfactory or not to you, but this is it. However, both types of beauty should get fair representation. That I will say. Both types of beauty should get fair representation in the media. That's important. Whether they are to be labeled as black or not, truly, I don't really, makes no difference to me. Black is a relative term. It is a relative term. And I've traveled enough, I think, to know that very well. There was one time I was in Poland and I was looking for someone. It was a black person that I was looking for. And it was someone I was with, and then I lost the person, and then I was looking for them. And I asked a Polish woman if she saw him, if she saw a black man walking, by. She tells me, a white Polish woman tells me, it is not right to call a person black, colored is the correct way to say it. And I'm looking at her like, lady, I am more colored than you are. I'm thinking that to myself. I didn't say anything. Are you, as white as you are, telling me how I am supposed to describe my people? I just thought it was quite, a little bit arrogant. But you know what? What I'm trying to say is that black is a relative term. Yeah. So that is my answer. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you stayed with me till the very end. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you enjoy this type of content and like, share, subscribe, discuss.